Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Elijah, aka Mr. Controversy, back here with another video. Welcome to my video, welcome to the channel. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Spread the word, spread the message. Alright, so this video I'm going to talk about my the best trip I've ever had so far. The best trip that I've had, and that trip is Cancun, Mexico. Okay? And in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience going to Cancun, what it was like, how it was, and would I go back? All right. So first things first, I went to Cancun, Mexico, last year in March during spring break with my family. We drove to Miami to fly from Miami to Cancun. By the way, this was our first trip to Mexico, and this was me and my siblings' first time on an airplane flying. So it was pretty interesting. But yeah, we drove to Miami, stayed at a hotel for the night, and the hotel we stayed at was next to the airport, and all you could hear was just planes going by. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I mean, seeing the airplanes take off and land. Here's the thing: before I did this trip, I was really afraid of flying. I was afraid of airplanes, and I didn't want no part with it at all. So, I was just scared a little bit. I'll admit I was scared. Did not want to go at all. But we stayed at a hotel, and then the next day we got some breakfast, ate something a little bit. The food was actually pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. I forgot the hotel that we stayed at, but the food was pretty good. And then since the airport was right there, we just went to the airport. We didn't go straight to the airport. We went to Walmart first, and then we were thinking, oh, we're late, but we weren't late. So went to Walmart, and then drove to the airport, Miami Airport. And that's the thing. The first thing when we got to Miami Airport, that airport is huge. It is a huge airport. It's basically a mall. A lot of shopping centers there. A lot of food places there. It's just a lot of stuff in the airport. And when we first went in, you have to, check your bags in and check your take your shoes off. So we did that and showed them your ID. So I was a little excited. Even though I'm not a big fan of airplanes, I was excited because this was my first time flying, first time going, and so we checked in everything. We just walked around the airport for a little bit. I forget what time our flight was coming, but we got there. There was a lot of people there. A lot of people, a lot of baddies, whole lot of baddies with BBLs everywhere. I mean, it's Miami, so what do you expect? But baddies was everywhere. I had a good time with that, so good time looking at that. But yeah, we just walked around, saw how the place was, and then I had got this. So I went to Starbucks. And I got this tranquility tea, and it's supposed to help you stay calm, relaxed. And so since this was my first time flying, okay, now the flight from Miami to Cancun is only an hour long. It's not that bad. It's only an hour-long flight. But for me, it's my first time flying. So I wanted to get something that calmed my nerves and made me relaxed. Because I have no idea how I'm going to react. I try to prepare myself the best way I can the night before. But I said, I need something to calm me and calm my nerves. So I go to Starbucks and I get this tranquility tea. I got a grande, I think. I got the tea. I drunk it down, and and I immediately just felt just zen. I felt at peace. I felt just, tired, which is a good thing. I felt relaxed. And I said, okay, now I'm ready to get on this airplane. So, also I made sure we all used the bathroom because I'm not using the restroom on the airplane. All right. So I think we took American Airlines. We took American Airlines. Turns out our flight was late. So we were all stressed out because we thought we were late to the flight, but the flight was late to us. So our flight was late. We got everything checked up and just walked onto the airplane. And I was like, wow, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually, getting on the airplane. It was pretty cool, I thought the airplane would be bigger, because I thought our airplane would be like the double deck airplane. Not even that. I thought airplane would be like the three seat. Like you have a seat here, like the seats here, then you have the aisle, and you have the seats in the middle, then you have the seats on the other side. I thought it would be like that, but it wasn't like that, which is okay. But I was expecting that. But our airplane was just, the one aisle, then the seats here and the seats here, and that was it. It's kind of small, but I said, it is what it is. It's only an hour flight. So we got down, we got everything, set. We got the bags up and everything. Sat down. I was a little nervous. I sat next to the aisle. I didn't want to sit next to the window. So no, I'm gonna sit next to the aisle. I sat next to my siblings, and then my parents sat next to me on the other seats. And there was like a bunch of teenage guys there. Probably weren't teenagers. Maybe they were. I said teenage, early 20s. They were just yelling on the plane because they were excited because spring break in Cancun. And there was some hot chicks on there as well. So I said, you know what? I am not going crazy because there's some hot chicks on here. I am not going to be going crazy and they be seeing me going nuts and looking at me. No, I'm going to keep it cool. So our pilot gets on board. He said, I just came back from JFK. I'm running kind of late. I had a long flight. And he sounded kind of tired. So I hope to myself, I hope this guy has some coffee, some Red Bull, some espresso, something. Because he sounded kind of exhausted. He said I just flew from JFK. I was running kind of late. But he made it. So the plane, he started the plane up. And started to turn the plane around. And I was just like, oh, this is actually happening. And to myself, I'm like, all right, Elijah, you are on Amtrak. You are on a train. 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 I kept saying to myself, over, you are on a train. And I sat there, and then the plane just, tried to take off, and it went really fast too. Like it went really fast. Like you were just back in your seat like that. So the plane took off, and before you know, we were already up in the sky. And in the beginning, I was like, this is actually happening. It felt really weird because it's like I was floating, but I was still seated, and I could feel the air beneath me. It was a weird feeling. And I was a little panicking, but I said, no, stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. I stayed calm. I did not look out the window. I just stayed calm. And it took me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes for me to like fully settle in and fully just relax. Okay, relax and realize that, okay, I am in the sky. This is actually kind of cool. All right, it's kind of cool. And they have TVs you can watch on the screen. So I just watched. Well, actually, no. Did they have TVs on the screen? I think they did. Well, I just used my phone. I used my phone to watch movies. And I connected to their Wi-Fi. So I've been watching movies to keep myself distracted. The thing is, when you fly, especially if it's your first time flying, you have to stay distracted. So I watched Bel Air. That's when I started watching Bel Air, the first season of Bel Air. So I was watching that, and then the people came by with the food and drinks. I have no idea how they were able to walk in those aisles as the plane was climbing in the air. Like, how are you walking with these the food and drink trays and not falling? I mean, they've done it for a long time, but I was trying to figure that out. Like, how you guys not like falling and stuff? But so we got there. So the flight was pretty good. It was, like I said, it was funny. It was kind of scary. It was weird. It was just unbelievable. And then I looked out the window. My siblings looked out the window. You could see the islands of Cuba. Actually, you can see Cuba right there. You can see Cuba and the other islands around it, which is kind of cool. So that. But yeah, I just stayed calm, just watched Bel Air. I didn't really eat anything, didn't drink anything, even though they offered that. I just wanted to get to Cancun. That was the main thing. Get me to Cancun. That's all I care about. So our pilot said we are arriving in Cancun. And as he was, so by the way, when we were in the air, we were 35,000 feet in the air. 35,000 feet in the air, okay? It was pretty up there. And he said, we're gonna be going down. So we started to descend. We started descending, and when he landed the plane, literally all of us went like literally, it was just like that. When he landed the plane, it was just a huge, like wow. Like, you had to hold on to something. Like, those seatbelts were there for a reason. Those seatbelts were definitely there for a reason. So I'm like, whew. And the woman in front of our parents, she was praying. She was just like this. I can tell she was panicking. I'm not sure if it was like her first time flying or not, but I can tell she was concerned. I can definitely tell she was concerned. She was worried. But we all made it. All made it safe. No turbulence, which was great. We all made it safe. So we made it. No turbulence. And we got to the airport, and it just felt so different. Like, the airport just felt really warm. And I said, well, we're in Mexico. We actually made it to Mexico. And it was a nice airport, too. Really nice airport. The airport had, like, nice bricks and nice, it was a nice concept, nice piece of art. I like how it looked, the designs and everything at the Cancun airport. It looked really, really nice. So we got there, and we're trying to find, so first things first, we had to get our bags from the thing, and we couldn't find our suitcase, our blue suitcase, and we're trying to figure out where's the suitcase at? Where'd it go? So turns out that this white guy, he had our suitcase. He got it by accident because our suitcase looks just like his. He's a blue one as well. But the difference is ours has a little tag on the front of it. And we said, hey, sir, we think we have your suitcase. You have ours. He's oh, praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. I was panicking. I didn't know where my stuff was. So that was funny. He was so loud. He was, praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Thank you so much. Like, it was very funny. And someone told me, like, hey, he has our bag. We have his bag. Someone told me it, and I didn't realize until after. I'm like, wait, okay. So, a good thing that we caught him, he caught us. He caught us. So, good thing that happened. By the way, the restrooms in the Cancun airport are super nice. Super nice. really nice restrooms. But yes, we got our bag and then went outside. And as soon as you go outside, everyone's asking you, taxi, 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 Uber, taxi, taxi, can I give you a ride, a bus, everybody's asking you for, they're hustling for you to get a taxi with them or a bus ride with them. So we go outside, and the weather is so nice. It's so humid, it's warm, it's hot, but it's a nice humid. It's a nice warm. It's a nice cool heat. It's not bad or anything. It's a nice energy. And it just felt really good. Even my sisters were saying they felt really good. Like they're saying it has felt so much better. I felt really good. So we got there, and our taxi driver, he waited there for about 3 hours, I think. Maybe it was 6 hours. He waited there for a long time, a very long time. And he told us, he said another 10 minutes and he would have left. So it's a good thing that we got there on time, because if 10 minutes went by, he would have left. So good thing we were there and he was there. Yeah, went to Mexico. So we got to Mexico. We got to the van. So we got in the van, and it was a nice little setup. We got in the van, and when I say this guy was speeding like crazy. I'm like, what the heck? We were all just like, is this normal? Like, is this how the speed limit is in Mexico? I guess it is. The speed limit was he was going crazy. He was going at least like 140. That's what it felt like. I felt like he was going 140, 150, 180 miles per hour. He was just going and going and going. And not gonna lie, we were a little like worried. So I'm like, okay, like don't do anything crazy. Like don't swerve or anything, because he was going really fast, very fast. And over there in Mexico, they drive on the opposite side of the road. So him going this way is actually this way, and then the opposite. So it was the opposite. But yeah, man, he was going fast. So we got to the resort area, and we drove by it, and we were like, wow, this looks pretty nice. They had senior frogs. You could see the strip. You could see the restaurants, the bars, the clubs, the beach, all the resorts. And all you see is military. All you see is the Coast Guard. All you see is the Marines, the Navy, the cops. They're all there. All right, I know people were saying at the time, like, don't go to Cancun, don't go to Mexico because of the cartels. I mean, trust me. First of all, the cartels, they run all that stuff. Okay, they run all that stuff. But nothing was going to happen, because all that military that was there, all those cops that was there, nothing was going to happen. All right. They were there heavily. So we got there, and we got to our resort. I forget what it was called, but it was a nice resort. Really nice resort. It was very fancy, very nice looking. It had marble floor, nice brick layering. Really nice resort. And we got there, it was dark, so we couldn't really see the whole setup. We checked in, got to our room, on the first floor, which is nice. And the room was nice. Nice beds, nice shower. The bathroom looked really nice. That's nothing but Cancun. They have really nice bathrooms for the most part. But at the resort that we stayed at, it has some really nice bathrooms. Nice brick layering. Everything was nice. And then we started watching some TV. We watched. It was weird how you watch TV there versus here in America. It's completely different. The TV actually was a little better. The shows were funny. They had a Mexican version of Jersey Shore. Kind of funny. So we watched that. But the main thing is we got settled, and we slept, we got rest. So the next day, woke up, and you can see how it really looks. So you can see how now we can see how the resort really looks and how the beach really looks. Okay, so the resort is next to the beach. Okay, and also at the resort we had a pool and we had a hot tub. So there's a big pool, and we have about two or three hot tubs there. So it's a cool setup. You have the pool, you have the hot tubs, then you have the beach, and also you have a little breakfast restaurant. So I woke up, got myself together, and went to the restaurant. It's a really nice restaurant. I ain't gonna lie. This is a really nice breakfast restaurant. They have all types of stuff. They got fruit. They got chocolate, chocolate bananas. I think they had coconut. They had some Asian food, teriyaki chicken, sesame chicken, omelets. They had smoothies. They had kiwis. When I tell you this restaurant had everything, it had everything. It had everything. It was a nice little paradise restaurant, okay? Heaven. And the juice was amazing. My gosh. That was the best orange juice I ever had. I had that orange juice from the restaurant. That was the best orange juice I've ever had, okay? The only thing about the restaurant I didn't like was how you had birds there, and the birds will, like, poop on you. And I thought about that. I'm like, wait a minute. What if these birds are pooping on the food? But I don't think they would let that happen. And if that does happen, they'll throw it away. But that's the only thing that bothered me. I was like, these birds are around here pooping on people and pooping on the food. I don't know if I want to. But that didn't happen to me. The birds, they poop on my dad, and I think my brother, they pooped on them. But not me. I was good. But the food was really good, very fresh. That orange juice was so good. I'm so sorry. Best orange juice I've ever had. So we had something to eat, and then I walked around a little bit. Walked around the resort. I didn't have my swim trunks. I did not bring my swim trunks. I should have brought my swim trunks, but I didn't bring my swim trunks. So I just sat in the water with my feet in the water and walked around in the beach water. Y'all, when I tell you that water is amazing, that water is amazing. It is 10 times better than the water here in Florida. All right, now I'm not knocking the beaches here in Florida. There are some pretty good beaches here in Florida, depending on where you go. The best beaches, in my opinion, in Florida are the West Coast, Tampa, Destin. Those are the best beaches. Okay. If you're on the East Coast, it's all right. But the beaches there in Cancun, that was really, really good. The sand was white. The water was green. It was crystal green, crystal blue. All right. You can see little coral. You can see little fish and octopus. Little crabs as well. So a little nice beach. Nice beach. A lot of hot chicks. My gosh. As soon as I went out there, I saw all these, and not just Latinas, even like white girls and black girls and all types of girls. I said, man, this is paradise. You got good food. You got great beach. All right, the great beach and the water and the hot tub and pool. And you have hot chicks. This is, and you have the sun. This was paradise. This was literally paradise. And there's some thick mommies there. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't talk to some of them because some I did talk, but some I didn't talk to because not everyone there speaks English. You have to realize people are there from all over the world. People are there from Germany, UK, Jamaica, Africa, India, Arabia, China, okay, Japan, Philippines, Australia, Canada, Brazil, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Ireland. People are there from all over the world. France, Russia, all over the world. People are there from all over the world. So I couldn't tell who spoke what. I heard people speaking in British accent, Russian accent, Australian accent, Chinese accent, Jamaican accent, Nigerian accent, Ethiopian accent, Puerto Rican accent. I mean, I heard all types of accents. All right, all types of languages. I probably shouldn't say accent. I probably should say language. My bad. I'm a little tired, by the way. But you know, British language, Irish language, all types of languages and accents. You know, same thing. But yeah, I couldn't tell who spoke what, so I just spoke to different people. So that same day, we woke up, ate breakfast. Where did we go that day? I think that day we just, let me think. So that day, it was me. So me and my mom and my sisters went out, and we just walked around the strip. And my brother and my dad stayed at the resort. We walked down the strip. Very busy, very busy. A lot of traffic. The cars don't stop. They keep going and going and going. They do not stop. They keep going. And we crossed the road, and we walked down the strip a little bit. They wanted to get some Starbucks and stuff. They wanted to get, fruit and drinks. So I walked down with them. And it's funny, certain parts of Cancun, that area, reminded me of New Jersey. Now, I'm from New Jersey originally. I'm from New Jersey. And certain parts reminded me of Patterson and, Patterson, Trenton. Certain parts of New Jersey remind me of that. But we walked down some of the shops, and they went to the Starbucks. Got something to eat there. And we just chill. We didn't do much. We just chill. We just relaxed. And, see how it was. And that's the thing. When you're walking down the street, people are begging you for, not money, but people are like saying, hey, buy this, buy that. A lot of people selling stuff. People selling bracelets, selling earrings, jewelry, food, clothing, shoes, artwork, toys, all types of stuff. People are just selling stuff that they made. We couldn't buy anything. We couldn't buy everything. Also, the currency there is completely different, so we had to swap our American dollars, USD, to pesos. Okay, now $2 over here goes a long way over there, and a $10 bill, that's like $1 million over there. A $10 bill goes a long way over there. Okay, so we walked around, and we went back to the resort, hung out for a little bit, and then we got hungry again. That's another thing. We got hungry. Excuse me, need some water. We got hungry a lot, especially me. We got hungry a lot. I was always hungry nonstop. I'm like, man, why am I so hungry? So we said, all right, we're gonna go to, where did we go that day? I'm trying to think. I don't know what we did the first day. Did we just stay home, or did we stay at the resort? Did we go out? I can't remember. I think the first day we went there, we went to Senior Frogs. I think so. Yeah, I think the first day we went there, our first night, we went to Senior Frogs, and we went there, and I'm just like, wow. I'm like, wow. Senior Frogs in Cancun is off the chain. It is literally a club, a bar, a restaurant, all in one. And since it was spring break, it was really off the chain. Really off the chain since it was spring break. And got in there, and at the time I was like, why are the little kids here, But Mexico, they don't really care about that stuff. Like, why? Not little kids, but like 13, 14, 15. Like, why are there kids in here? I mean, I was a little like, I don't know. But the majority of people in there were in their 20s, I say from 17 to like 35. Okay. Also, you have families there too. So you had families there, you had older people there. So it wasn't just like a one group thing. You had like older people there, young people there, middle aged people there, all types of people there. All right. So it was like a all thing. But the crowd that it attracted was teens and 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. That's what it really attracted. But everyone was there. Okay, so got there and it is loud and it was good too. They played the good music. Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice, Glorilla, you know, Drake, Migos, Biggie Smalls, rock music, Busta Rhymes. They played some really good music. I'm like, finally, a restaurant that plays good music. Finally. So we ordered our food. I had got these steak tacos. These steak tacos with guacamole and lettuce and lime and then rice. And the tortillas that they use aren't flour. It's corn. It's corn tortillas. So the corn tortillas was really, really good. So we're sitting there, and then, in this restaurant they're doing little games. So you have drinking games. There's a game where it's like, the girls blow balloons, and whoever pops their balloon first gets a free drink, I think. The grandma won. That's what's funny. The grandma beat everyone. That was funny. They had dancing on stage. The waitresses. Let's talk about that. So, the waitresses at Senior Frogs. First of all, they were bad. They were fine. They were not 8 out of 10. They were not 9 out of 10. They were 11 and 12 out of 10. All right, 15 out of 10. My gosh, they were thick. There were some thick hot mommies. I ain't gonna lie, some thick hot mommies. And I said, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And the waitresses would do these games with people, drinking games, and they pour the tequila down your throat. The tequila, and then they rub your face in their boobs, or if it's for the girls to grab their boobs, and they'll twerk on you. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot of kinky stuff. A lot of cool stuff going on here. I didn't do any of it. I know, Elijah, why didn't you take the drink? Why didn't you do it? Listen, I'm a man of my word. I do not drink alcohol, and I will not drink alcohol regardless of what is going on, okay? Even if it's a hot chick, I will not drink alcohol. Okay, that's just who I am. I don't want to drink. And I turned it down 3 times. Yeah, I turned it down 3 times. 3 times I was offered, and I said no. And she was bad, and I said no. I said, I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking. So, the funny thing is, there was a guy, and she was riding him. She was riding him like a cowgirl. Yes, she was riding him like a cowgirl, pouring the drink down his throat. Yes, when I say this place was sexual and this place was off the chain, they did not care. They did not care at all. All they care about in Senior Frogs and CANCUN was to have a good time and have fun. Have as much fun as possible, okay? It was some off the chain stuff. So, the food was great. I love the food. So we did that. Went back to the resort. And then the next day, let's see, what did we do the next day? I'm trying to think. The next day, I think we went to Isla Mujeres. So the next day we went to Isla Mujeres. So we took a taxi to the boat. First of all, we went to this little stop, okay, for the boat. And it's like a little gas station. So I went to the gas station, And I said, man, I'm so hungry. So I got something to eat, and they had this coconut candy it's called a cocoy. It's called a cocoy candy. It's called COY, cocoy, and it's like a coconut sugar candy treat. And when I tell you that was the best thing I've had, wow. I'm telling you, the food was good in Cancun. Everywhere, okay? Even the gas station had good food. So I had that coconut candy, coconut treat, alright? And I enjoyed it. So the boat came, we got to the boat, and, we just took the boat, and the boat was going pretty fast, too. Took the boat to Isla Mujeres. It's a little island off of Cancun. It's not a little island. Very packed, very crowded. Let's take an airplane. That was me last year in an airplane. But yes, we went to Isla Mujeres, and nice little island. Very congested, very packed. A lot of people there. And the Coast Guard base is there. And when we first got to Isla Mujeres, we took a cart. You know the little golf carts we take? We took that. Because people have golf carts, people have cars there, but we took a golf cart because it was cheaper to ride around the whole island. So we rode around the whole island, and you see people like selling stuff, coconuts. People have iguanas, pet iguanas, chihuahuas. There's chihuahuas running around everywhere. There's chihuahuas running around everywhere, all over the street, dogs all over the street, okay? People just selling stuff. People selling tequila, drinks, food, clothes, jewelry, art. It was a nice little island. I liked it a lot. It was a nice island. Nice little island. We had got stuck on a speed bump. My dad was driving the cart, and it was kind of embarrassing, but it was kind of funny. So we're trying to go, and the people kept looking at us like, "Come on, go, amigo, go, amigo!" And it's just like we can't go. And finally, we got the thing to go. We stopped up traffic too. It was funny, but it was kind of embarrassing. The people selling stuff, some of them were just saying funny stuff like, "Hey, hola, my friend, you want some tequila? Hola, friend, tequila." And it was just funny how they were saying it. It was funny how they were like saying, "You want some tequila?" And like, "No, we don't want tequila." They were pushing tequila hard in Cancun. Alright? Very hard. When I say Cancun, Mexico is covered with tequila, it is. So we did that. Went to Isla Mujeres. Alright, hung out there for a little bit. And then we went back, took a boat ride back to Cancun. And then we just spent the night there. I ordered room service. I ordered some something to eat for the room. I didn't feel like going out, so I said, I'm gonna get something to eat here. So I got this steak and rice, and I think I got it was steak, black beans, rice, and habanero pepper. The food was amazing. But when I tell y'all that pepper was hot, it was super hot. My whole face was burning on fire. That was a real pepper. That was a real habanero pepper. My face was on fire, okay? But the food was great. And that's not the only time that I ordered room service, food to the room. I also ordered fried buffalo wings with fries. That was, man, that was some good stuff. That was some good food. The next day, also we had went to a restaurant in the resort. It's a Argentinian restaurant, and by people from Argentina. And man, the food was good there too. I'm not telling you the food was good everywhere in Cancun. The food was good everywhere. I'm not joking. It was good everywhere. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Food was good every single where. Every freaking where, alright? I can't even talk. It was good everywhere, okay? I had got this steak. I love steak, so going to Mexico, I said, no, the first thing I'm getting is steak. So I got me a steak. Nice fatty, juicy steak, medium well. You know, what was it? I think it was a strip. Got a strip steak. Got some zucchini. And got some rice. And some plantains. Whew. That was the best zucchini I've ever had in my entire life. That was the best zucchini I've ever had in my entire life. I am not joking. The best zucchini I've ever had in my entire life. I think they like smoked it or something. I don't know what they did. But that zucchini was on fire. The steak was on fire. It had the right amount of seasonings, the right amount of salt, pepper. It was juicy, it was thick, it was fat. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks of that steak, of that dinner. I'm literally salivating right now. It was that good. It was that good, okay? So we did that. Also, I think my dad and my sister, they had steak too. They had chicken tenders, and I think my mom had fish. She said the fish was great. All right, she had salmon. Salmon was great. All right. I told you, we ate a lot in Cancun. We ate a lot of food in Cancun. All we could do was eat, okay? So the next day, we went to, trying to think. The next day, we went to the pirate ship boat ride. Now, by the way, every place that we're going to, we're taking a taxi. Taking a taxi. So we went to, was the pirate ship before or after? I'm trying to think. I think it was after, but I could be wrong. No, we didn't go to pirate ship ride. So we went to Chichen Itza. We went to Chichen Itza, so, which is the pyramid, and the Mayan pyramid. So let's talk about that. I need some water first. My throat's getting dry. Alright. Debating if I take my shirt off or not. It's nice out, but I don't know, I'm good. Anyway, back to the story. So we got up early for our ride to Chichen Itza. We woke up around 5 o'clock in the morning, and no breakfast, no nothing. We're tired, hungry, starving, and took a bus ride. It's a tour. It's a tour ride. So we got on the bus, and the bus stops at different resorts to pick up people. And I was asleep. I was knocked out asleep. And then I woke up, and the guy was on the microphone. He said, "Hello, wiki, wake up. He said, "Hola, how you guys doing? My name is Ray. Welcome to the tour. Welcome to the Chichen Itza Mayan tour. I am your tour guide today." Great guy. Really great guy. Great tour guide. If I was to go back to Cancun and go through that trip again, I want Ray. I want Ray. Best tour guide. Really nice guy. And he broke down everything right. So he was good. A good tour guide. So the ride from Cancun to the pyramid, it's about like 5 hours, I think it is, 4 or 5 hours. It's a long ride. So as we're going there, you can see like villages of people there, and people living in huts, people living in farms. There's dogs walking around everywhere. There's cattle, there's chickens, there's iguanas, there's birds, just everything there. And it's a completely different life to how they're living, to how we're living over here. They don't have a lot of technology, all right? A lot of it's just farms and just, farms and agriculture. But the first place we stopped at was the pyramid, I think. Yeah, it was the pyramid. Got to the pyramid, and it's a long walk from the bus to the pyramid, and it was super hot that day. It was like, I want to say 97 degrees. Yeah, 97, 98 degrees. It was super hot that day. And trust me, we all had our water. That day. And our little group, it was a nice little group we had. So it was me and my family, and then it was these Arab guys, and you had some people from Jamaica, from France, and then he had some Americans as well. So it was a nice little group of people that we were with. So nice little group. We walked around the pyramid. The pyramid was huge. And I tell you, the pyramid is, it's like really big pyramid. And to see it up close in person was really cool. How they made it, how they designed it. And we're just walking around the pyramid, walking around the different sites of the pyramid. And he's telling us how they made the pyramid and what they did back then, the games they played, how the ancient Mayans lived, what they did. Yes, they did human sacrifices. Yes, they sacrificed people on top of the pyramid, all right? But it was for the god CANCUN. So Cancun is named after CANCUN, the feather serpent god. You know how in Wakanda Forever you had Namor, CANCUN? It's a real thing. So we had, their god was CANCUN, and then up top for the Aztecs is Q, the serpent god. So that's Quetzalcoatl. So you have Quetzalcoatl, and you have CANCUN. So they worship CANCUN, and they did sacrifices on the top of the pyramid. And walking around the pyramid was just nice. It was hot. People are selling stuff. So, by the way, around the pyramid, everyone is selling their own stuff. You have jewelry, you have, jewelry, gifts, toys. These are all handmade. Artwork. It looked really, really nice. I did pick up a jaguar head. Not a real one, but it's a clay jaguar head. And you blow into it, and it makes the sound of a jaguar. Okay? And then also they had one of a bird. You blow into it, it's like a bird call. And then they had mini pyramids made out of animal bones. I got that. I got some necklaces, got some bracelets. They were hustling pretty hard. They're like, "Hola, mi amigo, don't make me sad, don't make me cry." Like, them some hustlers, man. There's some hustlers. They wanted your money, and we gave it to them. There was iguanas everywhere, all over the pyramid. The thing that bummed me out, so in that area of Mexico, there's a lot of jaguars and monkeys. and I saw none. I was like, where the jaguars at? Where the monkeys at? You don't see any of that. Now, I did see some iguanas, but I wanted to see a jaguar. Now, looking back on it, if a wild jaguar came out, probably wouldn't have been the best thing, but it would have been cool to see. I wanted to see a jaguar. So, after the pyramid, we rushed back to the bus, because the bus would leave. Go back to the bus. Rushing back to the bus. Got there in time. Our next stop was the cenote. The cenote is a not underground, but basically it's a pit of water created by meteorites, asteroids, millions of years ago. And it creates these little pools at the bottom. And in these pools, you have fish, rocks, all types of stuff. And so that's a nice little setup. And we go to the cenote, and the first thing we do is eat. We eat. Our tour guide Ray told us they had food ready for us. Man, that food was wow. They had French fries that were off the chain. Rice that was off the chain. They had chicken mole. Chicken mole is chocolate chicken. Yes. Chicken mole is chocolate chicken. I need chicken mole again. I need that again. I need it again. It's basically like they take chocolate and mix it with spices, and they put it on the chicken. The chicken mole was so good, guys. It was so good. Chicken mole, the little taquitos, little like fried, I don't know what you call it, little fried like taquito chips. The rice was good. The fruit was great. I said, man, everything in Mexico is off the chain. It is so good. This is like 10 times better than what I have here in America. 10 times better. Like, the food was so good. Trying to think. So we did that. We did that, and then we went to the cenote. I did not go into the water. My sister did not go into the water. My brother, I think he did. I'm not sure. My parents didn't. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. But it was a nice cenote. The water looked nice. People brought their phones. You can put your phone in little cases to record the water and everything. So we did that. Yes, there are skeletons at the bottom of the cenote from ancient Mayans that dropped and fell into the cenote. By the way, when you walk down the cenote, there's a ramp. You go up and down to the cenote. You have to hold on to that ramp because it is slippery and it is crooked, and the rocks are like very just like crooked. Okay, so when you walk down, you gotta hold on to that ramp. Hold on to the ramp and watch your step. So it's just going down these rocks and everything's slippery. All right, so it's wet, it's rocky. Gotta be careful with that. So we did that. We ate. So the cenote, and then we got back on the bus. By the way, at the cenote, they were selling chocolate tequila, honey tequila, strawberry tequila, cake batter tequila. I'm like, how do y'all make this tequila? Like, y'all have tequila everywhere. They had all types of tequila, and I tell you, this place was covered in tequila. It was covered in tequila everywhere. All right, I had none of it because I don't drink. But we got on the bus and we drove. We went to it's a little town there, nice little town that Ray was talking to us about. And we got to the town, and there's a tequila place. He said, you guys have to try this tequila place. They make the best tequila in the whole area. I didn't try none of it. I took pictures, but the tequila was very, very thick. Very thick. It looked like syrup. And my family had some. The people in our tour had some. I smelt it. I'll admit, it smelled really good. It smelled like honey sugar syrup. It smelled really good, very sweet. So they had some tequila. They said a prayer before they, or a prayer, but like a saying before they drank the tequila. So they did that. People got some ice cream. There's an ice cream shop there. I walked around a little bit. It's funny, there was a dog walking in front of me, and it stopped and looked both ways before crossing the street. I'm like, these wild dogs just like the people. Just like the people. So we did that, and I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to wrap this video up, trying to make it short. So we went to the town, and we went back to the resort. And then, by the way, at the town, there's women there with flowers in their ears. I forget which ear means which, but one flower in their ear means they're taken, and one means they're single. So, they had that. Went back to the resort, tired, took a nap. Next day, went to the pirate ship ride. Met up with family, cousins that were there. So it was a nice pirate ship ride, nice little event. They had music and rock band. They had food there. The food was great. Oh, they had lamb chops on that thing. Whew. And they had chocolate donuts. Oh my gosh. Those chocolate brownies, chocolate donuts, lamb chops, the pineapple juice. I need to go back to CANCUN ASAP. I need to go back to CANCUN. I have to go back. But, did that. Nice little pirate ship ride. I danced with 3 girls. Yeah. I danced with these 3 girls from the UK. They were hot. I should have got their phone number. And I should have got their Instagram, but I didn't. I regret that. I really do. I regret that, but hey, I danced with them. So did that. The boat ride was a little scary because the water was, swaying back and forth. Did that, and then got back to the resort. We went back to Senior Frogs again for one last time, and then I went to the club. So me and my sisters, at the time, they were 18, and I was 23. No, I was 22. So at the time, they were 18, and I was 22. And we went to this club in CANCUN. I forget what it was called. Now, the club I wanted to go to was 2 clubs. I wanted to go to Coco Bongo because they was twerking there, and I wanted to go to the strip club. But I couldn't because I didn't have enough money on me. And I didn't want to go alone. So, but the woman, she was like, "Hey, I have all types of stuff here, man. I got girls from Colombia, I got girls from CANCUN, girls from Brazil, Puerto Rico, Venezuela." I'm like, man, you got everyone here. Oh yeah, they got the big. She said they got the big boobs and big butt, and they can twerk all over you naked. I was like, wow, that does sound pretty good. That does sound nice. I do need that, but I couldn't because I had no money. I was like almost broke, and also I was hungry. So next time I go back, I'm going to that strip club. I am going to that strip club, hopefully with someone else. But the strip club was like in a mall, and it was tucked away. And on the front it says barbershop. It ain't no barbershop. It's a strip club. And I couldn't see into the back. I wanted to see into the back, but I couldn't see into the back because it was so dark. But the same people coming in were the same ones coming out, so nothing bad was happening. Okay, it was all good, but it was so dark. I couldn't see anything. It was so dark. But next time I go back to Cancun, I'm going to the strip club. I'm going to that strip club. But me and my sisters went to this other club. I forget what it was called. It's like a spring break club, and it wasn't that good. It was not that good. They made it seem like it was that good. It was boring. It was boring. It was bad. It was awkward. I went in there, and there were people there in their 20s there, but the majority of people there were like teenagers. I'm just like, I do not want to be here. This old guy, this freaking old black guy was there dancing with these girls. I'm like, what the heck? And he's looking at me all weird. I'm like, bro, you like in your mid 30s dancing with girls are like young. Like, this one chick, she wanted to dance with me, and she didn't say anything. She looked at me like, you want to dance? I said no because I couldn't tell how old she was. And I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to dance with you. I didn't say that, but I was just like, no, I'm good. You know. Also, I wasn't in the mood to dance anyway, because I was upset. Like, this place sucks. It's bad. The music was bad. They're playing all this like bad 2000s pop music. It was a bad club. It was awkward. I just sat down. My sisters wanted to walk around and dance. So I let them walk around and dance. But I just sat down, and this guy came by me. By the way, everyone in that club is smoking, drinking, everything. Okay. And I was like, nah. The dude was like, hey man, you having a good time? The dude was high. Hey man, you having a good time, man? You know, what's your name, man? I said, I'm Elijah. Bro, you wanna hit my blunt, man? You wanna hit my? I said, nah, I'm good. Bro, smoke my weed, man. Smoke my weed. I said, no, I'm good. Bro, I love this place, man. I love this place. I'm so happy. I said, good for you, man. Good for you. I said, I did not want none of that. I said, no, I ain't. No, thank you. No, thank you. However, there was this Latina with this Mexican waitress. She was Mexican, and she said, "You want to dance?" And she asked to dance. She asked for a drink. She worked there. She said, "You want a drink?" And I was like, "Nah." I'm not gonna lie, I would dance with her. I would definitely dance with her, but she was working. She's like, "Nah, I can't dance. Do you want a drink?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't drink." She said, "Oh, okay. Have a good time." I said, "Okay, thank you." So I would dance with her. I would. But yeah, I mean, the club wasn't all that. It was okay. Could have been better. It was a waste of my money. I spent $120 for that club. So I paid for myself, I paid for my sisters. Never again will I go back to that club. Never again will I go back to that club ever again. Never again. Did that. Didn't like it. Left. And then I think the next day we left Cancun. By the way, in Cancun, people are selling drugs. People are selling cocaine. People are selling marijuana, vapes. It's a hustle. Okay, they're saying, "Hey, you want some cocaine?" Like, no, just say no. When you're in Cancun, stay at the resort. Do not leave or travel outside the resort. Stay in the resort. Stay on the strip. Okay. Stay in and near the vacation area. Do not leave the area. Okay. But you know, it was good. So the next day, you know, we were set because we're leaving, and we got in the plane back. Second time flying an airplane. I think the second time was better. It was faster too, much faster. Did that. Our flight attendant was annoying. Our flight attendant was so annoying. It's this white guy, and He kept picking on people. Like, this guy next to me, I think he was Hispanic, but he was on the phone. And he said, "Hey man, turn your phone off now. You are distracting everyone." And he wasn't even that loud. He was telling the little kids to be quiet, turn off your phone. He was just annoying. But anyway, we got back to Miami safe. Second time flying was much better than the first time flying. I liked it a lot, actually. I was happy. I was not scared at all. But yeah, second time flying was better than the first time flying. Got back to Miami, got to our car, and we drove back home. But yeah, that's my experience in Cancun. I know this video is an hour long, but that was the best trip I've ever had so far. I enjoyed it a lot. I would definitely go back. Go back to the strip club. I would go to the strip club. I would talk to more girls there. I would talk to more people there. I would get more food there. I will go fully into the water, fully into the beach. I would buy more things there, buy more gifts, bring a friend or two with me. Whenever I go back, I would bring people with me, friends, and I would do more things there in Cancun. That was the best trip I ever had. Even my family said it was the best trip they've ever had. But yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot, and would definitely go back. Funny story. So my mom, she's mixed. She's Afro-Latina, and she looks Mexican. She's not Mexican, but she can pass for Mexican. And a lot of the people there thought she was one of them. And before we left back to Miami, the guy was like, "Oh, are you from here? Like, are you from here? You know, wait, where are you from?" I'm like, no, she's with us. She's from the U.S. She's not from Mexico, but she can pass for a Mexican person, but she's not. But I thought that was funny. To me, that was funny. But we did that. But yeah, I would definitely go back to Cancun. That is the best trip I've ever had so far. The best food I've ever had so far. Best beaches, music, women, everything. The weather was amazing. That was paradise. But yeah, so that's my story, my experience going to Mexico, going to Cancun. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know this video is long. It's an hour long. If you made it this far, kudos to you. If not, you can always come back and rewatch everything. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, my experience to Cancun, Mexico. And if you've never been, if you're a person that never been, I highly recommend you going. I highly recommend you going to Cancun. Great trip, great experience. You will love it. All right, don't be afraid of the cartels and stuff. Yes, it's there, but like I said, stay near the vacation spot. Stay near the resort. Okay, then you'll be good to go. But yeah, it's a great trip, great place. Loved it so much. And me talking about it, everything's coming back to me now. Like, I'm seeing everything back but the trip. I'm tasting all the food, the smells, it's all coming back to me. But yeah, so Cancun, Mexico, 2023, spring break. That was the best trip I've ever had. Definitely going back there. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. And please, as always, spread the word, spread the message. I'm out. Peace.